welcome. In just over 3 minutes, I'll be with Charlotte and Mbuh, and we have some exciting news for you. 3 items, in fact, to share with you. Information that you will find nowhere else about exciting upcoming events and other opportunities if you're national or subnational immunization staff. So we'll see you in just 3 minutes. You still have time to get on the live. Feel free to share with your colleagues or on the WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Let them know something is happening in 3 minutes, and they can join on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever they may be. See you in a couple of minutes. What exactly is Teach to Reach Connect? Well, this is where you get a chance to find out. Charlotte and Mbuh and I are doing a 15-minute live session, so it's going to be super fast. We're looking at all your comments already. Hello to Imam, Naila, Mofijor. Please stay with us. You're going to get some exciting information and news and updates and opportunities that you will get nowhere else. So see you very soon. Pour les francophones, revenez dans 30 minutes. À tout de suite pour les francophones. For francophones, we're doing the same thing in 30 minutes. See you soon for the anglophones.
Long.
Warm welcome, Charlotte, Mbuh and I are doing. I'm Reda, Sadki from the Geneva Learning Foundation. Welcome, especially if you're joining us for the first time, but even if you join us every time, we're very happy that you're here. We have 3 exciting updates that we're going to share with you, and Charlotte is going to tell you what they are, and then is going to ask me questions about what exactly is going on that we felt compelled to hold this 15-minute live stream just to update you. Charlotte, how are you doing? And what are the 3 items that we're going to be sharing today?
Hi, Reda. I'm doing very well today, and warm welcome to all those who are watching us. 3 things we'll be looking at today: Teach to Reach Connect, Immunization Agenda 2030, and COVID-19 vaccine introduction.
Okay, that's a really big agenda. Let's say hello to some of the folks who have joined us. So to Movishor Raman Mamoun. All right, actually, he sent his message even before the event started. Neila Abu Malam Dukan says bonjour. Pour les francophones, c'est à la à la minute 30. Il y aura un autre événement donc en français. Just explaining to the francophones who are already here. Imam Wada Bello, Doctor, good to see you for joining us from Kano, Nigeria. Violet Maideva, who says, I'm in. I don't know if you mean in this live stream. You definitely are. Or if you're talking about one of the three items Charlotte just mentioned, one, which is Teach to Reach Connect. Neila also says hello to Charlotte in French. Very nice. Johnny Kamuleta. Mutwali Adam from Sudan, Henry Guam from Nigeria, Shahid Iqbal from Pakistan, Ayuka Charles from Kenya, and Adutwum Richard. And I'd like to challenge all of you who joined early, go right now to WhatsApp and send the link for this, that you're on watching this live stream. Send it to your colleagues so that they can join us too. Let's see. Right now, we've got 10 people watching. You know, we didn't announce this anywhere, so it's already remarkable that you're here. We appreciate it, but see if you can rally up some friends. This will be worth it. We have some exciting announcements. Ayuka Charles from Kenya. Please tell us what city as well as the country you're joining them from. And okay, Neila is bilingual. That's great. And Abdu Mumini just joined us from LinkedIn. We don't know what city and country, but thank you to those of you who are joining us now. And let's jump in, Charlotte. What is your first question? What would you like? What's the first item?
The first item, Reda, is Teach to Reach Connect. What is it all about?
Okay, that's a super broad question. Let me see if I can do justice to that. So yeah, here we are. There's the Teach to Reach page. You can see what's incredible already is it's been shared over 3,000 times, and that's since we launched the first Teach to Reach program in 2020. So quite remarkable here. We've done conferences, we've done level 1 and level 2 certification, and now we're launching something that is completely different. 14,000 people, 14,000 successful networking meetings. It's actually hidden here in the bullet point, but this is why we're doing it. During the Teach to Reach Accelerator Conference, there were more than 14,000 successful networking meetings. And so we decided, well, how can we help immunization professionals? We're so busy. There's so many webinars. How many webinars can you attend in any one day or 1 week? Let's offer something different. People enjoy learning from each other. Peer learning is at the heart of what we do at the Geneva Learning Foundation. And so we said, well, what if we could connect immunization professionals from all over the world and give them an opportunity to just meet, get to know each other, and to discuss 3 important issues that many of you are concerned with right now. So we're going to have 3 networking sessions. First one on COVID-19 vaccine introduction, second on improving immunization training, and the third on reaching zero-dose children. So that's the agenda, Charlotte. What do you think? What's your reaction? Let's see if there are any reactions online.
Okay, yeah, so Reda, I think this is quite promising and very exciting. So just one question, who is able to join, and how can they have access? How do they join the network to connect with others?
All right, that's a great question. All you need to do, I'm actually going to request my own personal invitation here. You click on this big green button. Whoops. Okay. And you get this window that pops up. So it might look different if you're on your, if you're on your phone. But so I'm going to put my name in. I'm going to put a dummy email address because this is just for demonstration purposes. You'll put in your name and your email, of course. And then you're going to request the invitation here. So that, now you get some very important information. This is a thank you screen, but it also explains, especially if you're registering for the first time, how you can formally agree that you are going to receive email from us, because everything then happens through email. So I think it really is or should be that simple, Charlotte.
You just jump in.
Okay. Thank you very much, Reda. And I just want to recognize those of the organizing committee members who have joined us here in the Zoom room. Maybe we'll be turning over to them in a short while, but please, if you can just mute yourself. So I think this is going to be really exciting, Reda. So what platform are we going to use to connect with others?
All right. So, well, for those of you who attended Teach to Reach, the answer is very simple. We're actually going to use the same platform that we use for the Teach to Reach conference. It's actually at the same address. So if you go, once you request your invitation, then you'll be taken to this website. And this is really where things are going to happen. I can actually give you a preview of how the networking, for those who didn't experience it during the Teach to Reach conference, you'll go to the, I can go to the preview of the event. So you won't be able to do this right now. You can see this already. I think there's already 800 people who are, who are joining. It's kind of crazy, Charlotte, just to see the level of enthusiasm around this, but the idea of networking with others across all these and many more countries. And when you go to networking, you basically click on the button to meet someone, and boom, you're there. All of a sudden, you're randomly matched with someone else who is working in immunization, probably concerned about COVID-19 vaccine introduction in their context, might be interested in how to improve immunization training, and certainly is probably concerned about where the zero-dose children, the children who have never received a vaccine, are in their community. And you can then chat, meet each other, get to know each other, appreciate spending time, even if it's just a few minutes. And best part of all, if both parties decide to stay connected, then you can exchange your contact details. So each time it requires consent by both people involved. So that is how it works, Charlotte.
Thank you very much, Reda. I hope those who are watching and listening to us on Facebook, if you have any questions or comments, please just go ahead and leave them. And I'm sure Reda will be delighted to give you the answers that you need. So Reda, I would like us to look now at the second point on our agenda, Immunization Agenda 2030. Everybody is talking about it. What is it all about? Okay. And what has TGLF gotten to do with Immunization Agenda 2030?
Thanks. So yeah, if everyone's talking about it, that would be, that's awesome. This is actually, so the global partners, countries, in principle, all stakeholders are agreed to and developed together what's called Immunization Agenda 2030. So this is really, some of you are probably familiar with the GVAP. So this is the strategy for this decade, 2020 to 2030, and so this was approved by the World Health Assembly last year, and really charts out how the global community is responding to challenges being faced with immunization. Now, funny thing is, of course, this was pre-COVID, and so the interesting thing is that Immunization Agenda is all about adaptation, adapting to the changing context to face the challenges. And so in a way, it's exactly the strategy that's needed to face something like the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, this is going to be officially launched in May at the World Health Assembly. So and that is when countries will begin to take it up, to take it up and adapt it to their own specific context. So doing a plan around the strategy. What does immunization look like, say, in Cameroon or in Nigeria over the next 9 years now? But through this course, which is a scholar course, you have the opportunity as an immunization professional, if you're directly involved with immunization planning, to get in early and actually to get a head start on your other colleagues, to really get a handle on what is this immunization agenda. It's the first of a series of courses we're developing with the World Health Organization around this, around the strategy, and doing it, of course, during the pandemic makes it especially, don't know if I want to say dramatic, but especially hopefully relevant to be thinking about what does the long view look like when everyone is taking on these short-term emergencies out of necessity. What are your thoughts?
I'm really very excited about this, and to think that while the world is setting the stage to introduce Immunization Agenda 2030, we are starting with offering a course for immunization professionals. And I just think it would be a huge mistake for anyone not to apply for this course, especially those at national and sub-national level. And if I were an immunization professional still very active in the field, Reda, I would definitely apply for this course. Because because we'll be at the forefront of immunization planning over the next 10 decades.
Yeah.
And one thing that really marked me with 2030 is that no one is left behind. Everyone should be involved, and that immunization needs to be community driven. So I just basically those are my thoughts, and I could just go on and on and on about this. But let me just end here because we are running out of time.
All right, so we've got one more thing, which is about COVID-19 vaccine introduction. So we don't have a page up for that one. So let me just recap. If you want to know about the Teach to Reach initiative, you go to the, let me actually go back here, yeah. You go to the learning.foundation website and click on the Teach to Reach Connect idea here. And you can see you'll be able to register right up through the 26th. There's no closing deadline. This is an informal event. It's really about, I'm not going to say fun because we are going to be talking about serious professional topics, but it is about getting randomly matched with other immunization professionals and having this occasion where you can actually talk to them. Talk to each other, learn from each other, discuss what your different situations are, and you may find somebody from your district when you click on the Connect in Teach to Reach Connect, or you may find somebody from halfway across the world. So we have with us, let's see, we have Marta, Glory, Yahaya, and Emanuela who are with us. Would love to hear from you. Let's start with Marta. Marta, what are your thoughts? All right, and here I do have to, yes. Marta, a warm welcome to you.
Yeah, thank you, Reda. Hi, Charlotte. Hi to everyone in the room and on the social media platform. I think concerning the level 1 course on Immunization Agenda 2030 is a really good course. I take, for example, myself at the sub-national level, where I've moved a bit from routine EPI to the international vaccine, which is a live course in Cameroon. It's not really practice the live course vaccine. But I think with the Immunization Agenda 2030, that has to do with everybody, leaving nobody behind. It's really, really important, especially in my context, Cameroon. So thank you so much, and I hope many, many more Cameroonians will roll into the course. Thank you.
Thanks, Marta. And again, the challenge for those of you, so we didn't announce this at all. And I'd like to challenge you, if you're still watching, if you're still with us, there's around 16 people who are still watching. It's a small but significant number. That makes you very special. That means you're keeping an eye on our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page. And we really want to show our appreciation for you. And would like to ask you if you could do two things. One is, could you go right now to the like button? And, unless you don't feel compelled to do so, but yes, show Facebook that actually this event is something that you're finding useful by clicking on the like. If you'd like to give Charlotte and myself a heart, please go ahead and do that. But just make that, so let's make that counter go up. And then if you can share with your colleagues, we've only got a couple of minutes left, but they can still hop on the live stream or watch it afterwards, and encourage them to make a comment. I've been sharing some of the from Violet, my Deva from Kenya, Maureen Asembo, and others who have been joining. So just a reminder, there is a strict deadline for the Immunization Agenda course. There is going to be a selection process. There is a long and detailed application process, and really the quality and the time you will put into the application does have a lot to do with the likelihood of you being selected. So yes, if you have questions about this, you can turn to your scholar country teams in 24 countries. There are active teams, and I believe that's everything we've got for today. Unless Glory, Yahaya, or Emmanuel would like to add something. All right, so let's let's close this down then. And this is it. We like doing these really short, super short live streams. You jump on, you find out, you get the information you need, except, Charlotte, we forgot about COVID vaccine introduction.
COVID-19. Exactly, Reda.
So here's the idea. We have, as you know, there are country teams created that have been created by alumni in 24 different countries. Many of these countries and many of the countries where there are active teams of scholars turn out to be the ones where COVAX, Gavi's initiative to push out 2 billion doses of vaccine to those to the most vulnerable, to those who most need them, across all countries. So the countries where there are active scholars tend to be the ones where COVAX has come first. So we've been thinking, well, what if we could pull together something? And many of the country teams are meeting on a regular basis. So I won't go into the details now because we're still discussing it with, we've just started to discuss it with team leaders, and we're still thinking about exactly what we do, how this articulates with other initiatives that are trying to do sort of a sharing of experience between countries, because we believe that's what we should be able to do, which is that imagine if you could bring people from country A together from all across the system. So people who work in health facilities who've been actually delivering the vaccine to people in the capital who did the initial planning, bring them all together in the room. And they say, well, let's invite our colleagues, our counterparts, from country B. And what happens? And then you only have in the room people who are actually, and I think this is important, actually directly, immediately involved in COVID-19 vaccine introduction. And then you have an exchange. What have been the lessons learned? What have been your successes? What have been your challenges that you're facing? What are you doing to overcome them? And we believe that would be a really significant form for a learning event. Just want to say hi back to Abdiladif, Kabdullahi, and Nelson Raza Fimanansoa from Madagascar. So that's the concept. If you'd like to react, leave a message on the Facebook page if this is something you'd be interested in. And let's hear from Yahaya. Let's go to, yes, Yahaya. Please remind us, introduce yourself. Tell us what city, your country, and you're connecting from, what you do. And then we'd love to hear from you.
Hello, Reda. Good afternoon here in Nigeria. I am Yahya. I'm an academic, but I have worked in immunization before, and it kind of stuck with me. And so I have followed all of our programs. I've attended all of the scholar courses, and I just can't help it. Now I am not actually directly working in the rollout of COVAX, but I have followed very closely the developments in my country, Nigeria, and that I can tell you that although we have a great deal of cases of vaccine hesitancy, but gradually we are working. And yes, IA 2030, that's wonderful. That's marvelous. I mean, I would like to enroll, but like I said, I am not a frontline immunization worker right now. And so I wouldn't know if I enroll, I might not just be taking the space for somebody who really needs it. And yeah, the networking event is going to be wonderful. I mean, the previous ones have been big, they have been very interesting, and I can't wait to for this event to come. Reda.
Great, thank you, Yahaya. On whether or not you should apply for the Immunization Agenda 2030 course, I definitely encourage you to apply. This is a little bit less about the front lines because it is right now about planning, sort of doing the immunization planning, but with the world's drawing on the world's new strategy for what do we want immunization to look like in 2030? Where will we be 9 years from now with 20 million children who are currently not receiving the vaccines that they need? Thank you so much, Yahaya. Yeah, Charlotte.
And if I could add something, Reda, if I could add something to Yahaya based on his wealth of experience in immunization, just to say he will be encouraged to apply because he could use that wealth of experience to better plan, for the country's immunization over the next 9 years or so.
All right, thanks. So here we go. That was it. That's all we've got for today, but we'll be doing more live streams next week, so keep an eye on our Facebook page. If you found the recording, it's really best enjoyed if you're here. Turn on the notifications in Facebook and make sure that you get them, the ones from the Geneva Learning Foundation, to show up first. That's really important. That's it for this live stream. Next live stream will probably be Monday at the same time, I believe. And once again, thank you for your time, for your attention, for your trust. And we look forward to seeing you in Teach to Reach Connect. That is next Friday, so we're 7 days away from Teach to Reach Connect. And then you have until, for Immunization Agenda 2030, you have until the 4th of April. That's it for us. Thank you once again. And signing off from Geneva, Switzerland, and Ebolowo, Cameroon, respectively. Charlotte, see you soon.
See you soon, everyone. See you soon, Reda.